What if I told you pouring fish water on your tomatoes or talking to your basil could give you monster yields? Sounds crazy, right? But these 7 weird garden practices helped me 10 times my harvests, and I've got the proof. Backed by science, and just a pinch of mad science. Welcome to Mad Scientist Organic Grower, where we mix nature with a little madness for massive results. If you want to see what happens when we push the limits of organic gardening, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. We're diving deep into 7 garden hacks that sound absolutely bonkers, but actually work like magic. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be questioning everything you thought you knew about growing food. And tip number 7, let's just say it's the most powerful and bizarre one of them all. You definitely don't want to miss it. Alright, let's kick things off with a bang. Or should I say a splash? We're talking about using pee in the garden. Yeah, you heard me right. Before you click away, hear me out. Human urine, when diluted properly, is like a magic potion for your plants. It's packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the big 3 nutrients plants crave. Think of it like this. You're basically a walking fertilizer factory. Now I know what you're thinking, Xander, that's just gross. But trust me, when diluted properly, about 1 part pee to 10 parts water, it's completely safe and incredibly effective. Plus, it's free fertilizer. Don't just take my word for it. The brainiacs over at the University of Finland did a whole study on this and found that human urine can actually outperform synthetic fertilizers in controlled trials. That's right, pee beats the chemical stuff. But a word of caution from one mad scientist to another, always dilute, my friends. And be sure to avoid direct contact with edible parts of your plants. We're going for bumper crops here, not biohazards. So are you brave enough to try the pea cycling method? Let me know in the comments below. Just be prepared for some seriously explosive growth. Forget composting in those fancy bins. We're going old school and burying our kitchen scraps directly in the garden. I call it trench composting, and it's a game changer. Here's the deal. Instead of chucking your banana peels, eggshells, and veggie scraps into a compost pile, dig a small trench right next to your plants and bury those goodies directly in the soil. It's like delivering a gourmet feast straight to the roots of your plants. No middleman, no waiting around for decomposition, just pure, unadulterated nutrients right where they're needed most. Why does this work so well? Well, for starters, it builds up the soil microbiology in the root zone, creating a thriving ecosystem of beneficial bacteria and fungi. It's like building a bustling metropolis for microbes under your plants. Plus, burying your scraps helps retain moisture in the soil, which is especially important during those scorching summer months. And the best part? It attracts a whole army of worms, those amazing little composting machines that turn your scraps into nutrient-rich gold. So ditch the compost bin and start burying your treasure. Your plants will thank you for it. Who doesn't love a good jam session? Well, it turns out your plants do too. That's right, we're talking about playing music for your garden. I've experimented with everything from Mozart and Beethoven to Metallica and Megadeth, and let me tell you, my plants have some pretty eclectic taste. But whether it's classical, rock, or even whale sounds, one thing's for sure, music makes them grow. Don't believe me? Scientists in South Korea and India have conducted studies showing that plants exposed to rhythmic sound waves actually grow faster and develop stronger root systems. Apparently those good vibrations stimulate growth hormones in plants. So, crank up the tunes and let your garden groove. It's a win-win situation. You get to enjoy some sweet tunes while your plants soak up the sonic energy and reward you with explosive growth. Just be sure to warn the neighbors before you blast death metal at dawn. Chapter 4. Worm Poop Power, the ultimate seed starter. Alright, let's talk about worm poop. Yeah, you heard me right. I know it sounds gross, but trust me, worm castings are basically black gold for your garden, especially when you're starting seeds. Before I drop a single seed into the ground, I always sprinkle in a pinch of worm castings. Think of it like giving your seeds a supercharged energy drink to kickstart their growth. Why are worm castings so magical? Well, they are jam-packed with beneficial microbes and nutrients that are essential for healthy plant growth. They're like a probiotic smoothie for your soil. Studies have shown that worm castings can increase seed germination rates by over 50% and give those baby seedlings a serious boost in nutrient uptake. That means stronger, healthier plants right from the start. So the next time you're starting seeds, ditch the synthetic fertilizers and reach for the worm poop instead. Your plants and your garden ecosystem will thank you for it. Chapter 5. Coffee Grounds, the secret weapon against pests. Calling all coffee lovers? Don't toss those used coffee grounds in the trash. They're a secret weapon in the fight against garden pests. You see those pesky slugs and snails that love to munch on your precious plants? They absolutely despise caffeine. It's like kryptonite to them. So sprinkle a generous ring of coffee grounds around your vulnerable plants, and watch those slimy invaders turn tail and run. But wait, there's more. Coffee grounds are also a fantastic source of nitrogen, which is essential for healthy plant growth. As the grounds decompose, they release nitrogen slowly into the soil, giving your plants a slow and steady supply of this vital nutrient. Just remember to let your coffee grounds dry out completely before sprinkling them around your plants. We want to deter pests, not invite mold and mildew to the party. So drink up that coffee and let those grounds work their magic in your garden. Chapter 6. The Stink Squad Companion Planting for Pest Protection. Let's face it, some plants just plain stink. But that's a good thing in the garden because those pungent aromas can be a powerful deterrent to pesky insects. I'm talking about plants like garlic, chives, and marigolds, my all-star stink squad. These aromatic warriors might not smell great to us, but they send pests running for the hills. Companion planting is a time-tested technique of strategically interplanting different species to benefit each other. In this case, we're using the pungent aromas of the stink squad to repel pests and protect our more vulnerable crops. For example, marigolds are famous for their ability to deter nematodes, those microscopic worms that can wreak havoc on plant roots. They release a compound called alpha-terthionyl, which is like a natural nematode repellent. Garlic and chives are also excellent insect repellents, thanks to their strong sulfur compounds. Plant them around your tomatoes, peppers, and other susceptible crops to keep those pesky critters at bay. So, embrace the stink. Companion planting with aromatic herbs and flowers is a natural and effective way to keep your garden pest-free without resorting to harmful chemicals. Chapter 7. Talk to your plants. They're listening. Alright folks, it's time to get real weird, real deep. We're talking about talking to your plants. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Plants may not have ears, but they are incredibly sensitive to their environment. In fact, they're picking up on more than you might think. For starters, they can sense changes in carbon dioxide levels in the air, including the CO2 you exhale when you breathe on them. So in a way, you're already communicating with your plants every time you're near them. But it goes deeper than that. Studies have shown that plants can also respond to subtle vibrations, including the sound of the human voice. So when you talk to your plants, they're actually feeling those vibrations. Now, I'm not saying that plants understand English or that they're going to start gossiping with you anytime soon, but I do believe that there's something to be said for the energy and intention we bring to the garden. When we take the time to connect with our plants, to observe them closely, and yes, even to talk to them, we're cultivating a deeper relationship with the natural world. And who knows? Maybe, just maybe, those good vibes translate into healthier, happier plants. Outrow, unleash your inner mad scientist gardener. So there you have it, my fellow mad scientists. 7 weird, wild, and wonderfully effective gardening tricks that are guaranteed to boost your yields and leave your plants thriving. Which of these mad experiments are you brave enough to try? Tell me all about your strangest gardening habits in the comments below. You never know, I might just feature your crazy idea in a future video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the weird and wonderful world of organic gardening, give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future experiments from the Mad Scientist Organic Grower Garden Lab.